Well, she strikes again. She rejects again. Pretty much the hole that she's in, she keeps digging it deeper and deeper, and not just for herself, but the whole entire Delaware court, that whole state. Oh man, the damage is just absolutely crazy. I mean, why is she going or betting against this guy, Elon Musk? We know that you shouldn't be betting against Elon Musk. Does she not see the things that he's doing? And she's going after him like this. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. My God. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how Elon Musk pretty much checkmated her again, and the wins of what this rejection means for Tesla. Because there is a win here, which is pretty interesting. So let's get down to it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, because this video gets a little juicy. Let's go. So as you guys already know, Judge McCorrupt rejected Elon's $56 billion pay package despite the overwhelming support from shareholders who voted not once but twice for Elon Musk pay package. Man, you're pissed. She's pissing a lot of people off. But this is what she had to say for the second one. In her latest ruling, McCorrupt decided that a second shareholder vote on the compensation package, even if made with full knowledge of the initial problems surrounding the negotiation of the agreement, could not undo those problems. So pretty much saying that the second ratification that everyone voted overwhelmingly doesn't matter. My God, this is why she's digging deeper. The hole that she's in is getting deeper. In other words, stockholders cannot ratify an agreement if the process behind it was improper, McCorrupt said. She goes on to say that a stockholder vote standing alone cannot ratify a conflicted controller transaction. And the term conflicted controller transaction refers to the conflict of interest McCorrupt initially found in the role Elon Musk played in negotiations. If you guys don't know, she's pretty much saying that Elon was the controller of Tesla and he made the pay package, and pretty much the directors weren't aware of all the things. I mean, it says it right here. Musk was a paradigmatic superstar CEO who held some of the most influential corporate positions, CEO, chair, and founder, enjoyed thick ties with the directors tasked with negotiation on behalf of Tesla, and dominated the process that led to board approval of his compensation package. What? And then she finishes off by saying that Musk controlled Tesla. I mean, here's the thing. The pay package wasn't rainbows and sunshines. It was like, listen, 10x the company and you take home this much. If you don't 10x the company, you don't get jack. You don't get anything. No salary, no bonuses, no holiday, nothing. 10x the company. Get shareholders or investors 10 times their return of their investment. And you can take home this much money. No CEO in the world would accept that. But Elon did. I don't know why this is such, she's making it feel like this is like a rainbow, the best compensation package ever. This is not the best compensation package ever. Lucid Motors, the CEO, is getting millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, and the company is going to shit. And no one is talking about that, like, well, that's just ridiculous, right? So there is, I feel there is a bias towards Elon with her, and we'll get to that in a bit. But she did come with some sort of a conclusion here, which was pretty interesting, and it was shocking to me because it looks like she is getting, not reasonable, because that would be too good of a word to use, but she's coming down the middle, if you know what I mean. Like, she's coming, like, she's not that stubborn anymore. Let's read what she had to say. And this is a 100-page document that she wrote, 100 flipping pages, which is crazy. But she wrote this: to reach a reasonable number, this decision adopts the defendant's approach and uses a $2.3 billion grant date fair value to value the benefit achieved. Applying a conservative 15% to that figure results in a fee award of $345 million, an appropriate sum to reward a total victory. The defendants, here's the crazy part, may elect to pay the fee award in cash or freely tradable shares. So that is interesting. What she's saying now, first of all, this $345 million, it's just crazy. But she's saying now, instead of paying these lawyers 10% of Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package, which was $5.6 billion, Tesla shall reward them in $345 million, either in stock or in cash, which previously that wasn't the case. When he first rejected it, it was the full $5.6 billion that they wanted, and she didn't move from that, and it was in stock. No, thank you. But now she's saying that, no, we're going to give it a conservative 15%, which I don't even know how that's conservative. I don't know where she's getting these numbers from. It's just ridiculous. But she came down to $345 million to give these guys. What's interesting here is that she's giving Tesla an option to pay them in cash too. I think what's going on is that she's saying, in a way, to let it go. Pay it and move on. There's no need to escalate this by appealing. Oh boy, you really misunderstood Tesla and Elon, man. You really did make corrupt. Well, guess what Tesla will do? They responded by saying that the court decision is wrong and we're going to appeal. Wow, who didn't see this coming? They continue by saying that this ruling, if not overturned, means that judges and plaintiffs' lawyers run Delaware companies rather than rightful owners, which is the shareholders. And then Elon Musk recorded this saying that shareholders should control company votes, not judges, and I 100% agree. Now here is a crazy thing. Back in May of 2022, Elon Musk wrote this: "My commitment. We will never seek victory in a just cause case against us, even if we will probably win. At the same time, we will never surrender or settle an unjust case against us, even if we will probably lose." So they're going to appeal to it and they're going to go right for it. Like they're not, look, that's the crazy thing. Like she is trying to avoid a court appealing to go to the Supreme Court because here's the thing, when it goes to the Supreme Court, there is a Republican Supreme Judge there, which is Trump's buddy. And you guys already know how this is going to go. And with all the evidence and all the cases that Tesla has against this stupid flipping case, it's just ridiculous. I just don't see a way that they can't lose. I just don't see it. I think they will win it once they go up. Now, this will take 12 to 18 months again, maybe 12 months, a year from now. So it's going to be dragged out another flipping year. But nonetheless, they're still going to appeal and try their best to win. Warren here, he is a lawyer. He's saying here that don't get your hopes up on Delaware Supreme Court appeal. Less than 10% of these cases are reversed or remanded. Best hope for restoring Elon Musk compensation in Texas. Even though there's a lawsuit against that too, it's not a major deal since it's already moved there and it's done. The Tesla is already reinstated in Texas. And it's done. Although there is a lawsuit against it, but I don't think it has much legs to it compared to what this one has. This is being blown into big proportions that it shouldn't. Elon Musk has some interesting words for this judge, calling her an activist posing as a judge, also calling this a lawfare. Shout out to Tesla Economics saying the truth of what happened. Let me keep it simple to explain how crazy this is. You put everything you earn to start a company. The investors, owners create a compensation package and majority agree that only if you create X amount of value within 10 years, you'll be compensated this much. 3, however, if you do not create X amount of value, you get paid nothing. Absolutely nothing. And here's the part that I don't understand why this judge thinks that he was controlling all this. Like nobody would accept to a compensation like this. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Number 4, you work your ass off and create X amount of value within 4 years. Then a judge rejects the compensation package saying it was not fair. It's just ridiculous. Then the investor owners revote for a second time to reinstate the compensation package for you to get paid, and majority vote that you should be compensated this much. The same judge rejects it, saying it's not fair again. You are getting paid nothing for your honest hard work as of now. Is it just me or does this sound absolutely ridiculous? It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Elon Musk quoted this saying it's lawfare. It's honestly, she's an activist. This is corruption. And you know what's funny? The judges in her own state are saying that stop this. You are destroying our reputation. But here's the thing. Oh man, this is how Elon got this. I don't want to say the B word, but this B word, checkmated. Is absolutely insane. But before we go over how Elon Musk checkmated her, let's talk about the wins of this rejection, because there is some wins. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So here's the thing. Number 1, the pay now is now $344 million in cash or stock. Worst case scenario. So the worst case scenario, they have to pay these corrupt judges, not judges, these corrupt lawyers, $345 million in cash or stock, which I think it'll be in cash. I don't want these guys to be part of the stock or, making any votes whatsoever. Screw them. And it's interesting that these guys prefer to get paid in stock rather than cash. The lawyers prefer to be paid in stock. Even they know Tesla is a great long-term investment, which is just absolutely hilarious. Anyways, the second one, a new compensation package can be made in Texas. Texas vote was more important than the compensation one, in my opinion, which I think if we didn't get that, we would have been more of in a sticky situation. But now that we have this company in Tesla in Texas rather than Delaware, the next compensation package is literally just a matter of time. Either this one gets done or not. I think that one, a new compensation package will definitely come for Elon in Texas. And there's not going to be any of this nonsense. There's not going to be an activist judge or anything like that. So that's going to be, at least I hope not. But I don't think so. The chances are way too low. Number 3, Elon isn't going anywhere. That was clear after the vote, and it still is now. The first time, back in June, that's when the vote was going on. Everybody thought that Elon's going to leave if he doesn't get his pay package. Even though I've made countless videos that whether it passes or not, he's not going to leave. Now that we know that even if he doesn't get this compensation package, which I think he will once they appeal it and the Supreme Court says this is nonsense, Elon should get it. Elon Musk ain't going anywhere. So get that thought of in your head go away. Pretty much he wanted to know if the shareholders still back Elon, and 100% we do. And I think that's what he was really looking for. Last one is this was better than expected results. I mean, I thought that, no, this is what it is. You got to pay them $5.6 billion in stock. But no, she came down from it. She came down saying that, no, $345 million in cash or in stock. So there is some hope here. It's not as bad as we think. It was actually, this is kind of a win. We knew that she wasn't going to accept it. We knew it was going to be rejected, but better than expected in a way. So that is interesting. I think she's covering her own ass. She doesn't want Tesla to appeal. Well, too late. Should have thought better. And here's the thing. As a Tesla investor, should you be worried or panicked? Everything's going to be okay. According to this guy right here, he makes total sense saying that Tesla ruling breakdown, too long to read, all will be okay. Any decent lawyer would have known from the outset that a revised shareholder vote could not technically be used for appeal. This is because the nub of the issue was director influence. Something passed after the fact cannot be used to undo something prior to the fact. This is trite and established in law. To be honest, Musk lawyers and Musk himself probably knew this. And here's the thing. Elon just wanted to know if he has the backing of the shareholders. I will tell you with the crystal ball how this will play out. When it comes time for the appeal, Musk lawyers will argue the equitable principle of restitution. They probably already know that this will land them the victory, especially in the light of the revised shareholder vote, which is why they passed it in the first place. This is all noise. Perfectly. This is all noise. This is why I continue to buy more Tesla stock. I don't care about this stuff. At the end of the day, the crazy part is that, again, I've been mentioning this a couple of times, but it's very important. She's meeting down the middle. Like, she brought down the payment from $5.6 billion to $345 million. That's absolutely crazy. And pay them in cash or stock. That is insane. That is absolutely crazy. Now, here's the thing. Here's how she f***ed Delaware and how Elon checkmated her even more. Let's get down to it. I have a list here that I want to, bring it up because this is a sheesh flipping moment. The hole she's been digging for herself and the state just got deeper. No future company will want to reinstate or instate their business in Delaware because of this. It's just crazy for him to go look at this. They go like, whoa, this guy, he did one of the most craziest things in history when it comes to building a business. And the judge says, no, you can't have your pay. You can't have your deserved pay. That's ridiculous. This is a big damage. And the judges within this Delaware court knows it too. And they've been telling her to, hey, what you're doing is not right. She knows her ruling was wrong, which is why she now is given the option to pay them in cash or stock at $345 million instead of $5.6 billion. Let's just hold on for a second. That's crazy. Like, if she was confident and she knew that she was in the right and everything, she wouldn't come down. She wouldn't give another option. Bring down the pay from $5.6 billion to $345 million. Like, that's a massive, that's crazy. That's like not even 10%. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Like, why would you come down that low? In my opinion, I think it's because she knew that she messed up and she's trying to give Tesla away. Hey, man, don't appeal, just pay it and go, move on. You're already in Texas anyways, go there and do it. But no, she knows she messed up. She knows her ruling was wrong, and she can't bounce back from it. That's the thing. That's why she gave them from 5.6 billion to 345 million. It's absolutely insane. Future companies will now think twice to reinstate their business in Delaware. That's a very big one. Maybe even the current ones too. I know some of them has already left it. Some of them have left Delaware because of all this stuff. But here is the part that was a nail to the head. The last hammer swing, the last nail to the coffin, in my opinion. This made it very clear that the shareholders don't owe the company, but in fact, judges do in the state of Delaware. Good job, McCorrupt. You really did a good one. My God. That's just insane. That's crazy. The fact, this is a clear message that, hey man, if you're going to come in Delaware, be ready that anything could happen to you. And your shareholders may not own your actual company. We judges do, and that's a big red flag for companies, especially when they're going public. Whoa. This Tesla thing was a prime example. I don't know how the Court of Delaware can recover from this. This goes for the books, and that's it. It's the beginning of the end for these guys. Like, now they're gonna come back and see the case of what happened with Elon and Tesla, and companies will look at that. It's like, yeah, I don't want this to be me in the future. Me working so hard to bring the company up, and then a judge comes out and says I can't do it, even though we had agreement through shareholders, companies, directors, and everything. That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure Lucid Motors doesn't want to be instated in Delaware. But that's how Elon Musk pretty much checkmated her. Again, I made this video before that whether it gets passed or approved. Now here's the thing, if she approved it, there will be some hope that Delaware will be fine. But that's it. Delaware is now an RIP in my opinion. In my opinion, they are finished. They are done. I don't know how they can even recover from this, which is insane. Now watch this go to the Supreme Court and Elon winning. That's going to be flipping awesome in about a year time or so. And I think she will probably resign after that, if not before that. Whew, it's over for Delaware. It's over. Sheesh.